Every 2 years, the U.S. Department of Energy sponsors the Solar Decathlon, which brings usually 20 small homes here to the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Now this year there's only 19 homes, and it's not exactly on the mall, it's off to the side of the FDR Memorial. But the homes are really interesting, very attractive, and they have tremendously fascinating solar energy features. So I'm going to go through all of the homes this year for the 2011 Solar Decathlon. The first home we'll look at is from Victoria University of Wellington in New Zealand, and it took 3rd place overall in the competition. The house is called First Light.
Yep.
Okay, because New Zealand sees the first light every day.
The international dateline runs right beside the country, so we're one of the first countries to see the sun.
The New Zealand home had a modern and contemporary design with an interesting built-in relaxation area in the living room. A very interesting dining table here in the New Zealand house. Looks like it's concrete with a wood insert. The Kiwis here at the New Zealand home obviously have a sense of humor. Okay, it's the bathroom here at New Zealand. And the shower, you just take a shower and it drains through the board slats. And here's the bedroom.
I was worried about having him come live with me again. I used to cook these. Yeah, so.
The home designed by Team Florida is called the Flex House. And this is the entranceway to the Team Florida home. Obviously lots of corrugated metal and slatted woods.
The concept of the house is that it's very flexible. If you go inside, the bedroom is actually its own module. And the house is shipped all in one piece, but it's modules that you can actually put onto the house.
Now is this a design for Florida because of the louvers and because
Florida
of the strong sun?
Direct sunlight and humidity.
This is the living room for Team Florida, with the kitchen at one end. The bedroom in the Team Florida home was a bright and comfortable space, and the bathroom, as you can see in the split shot, is a clean, simple, and functional space.
Microinverter goes out, you spend $200, $250, you put a new microinverter on there, and you're good. So it's definitely a redundancy factor.
What has been your role with the team?
I'm the environmental engineering team leader, so anything to do with water, the plumbing systems, the gray water system, the rainwater system, and the wet fire suppression system.
You've probably had plenty of rainwater to deal with.
We have had plenty of rain. We have about a foot left in our rainwater collection tank.
So that's worked pretty well for you?
Yes, it's worked a little bit too well.
The Team Tidewater home had a modern look with lots of exposed wood and clean lines. Unlike some of the other homes, the Tidewater home had the kitchen that was in a separate room, separate from the living room and other areas of the home. And then the living room was a long, spacious space with movable walls that allowed the space to be open and yet shut off for privacy when needed.
So now you have the living room with no access to the bedroom. And then when you open it, you have the bedroom again.
The bedroom was a nice size and looked pretty comfortable. This is the bathroom in the Tidewater house, and it's remarkably spacious. This is the entranceway to the Team New Jersey home.
Oh, look at that. So they passed the Florida.
And these are poured concrete walls here. Inside the Team New Jersey home, it's very light and bright and airy. I kind of like this. It feels more open than perhaps it actually is.
One of the 9 designers of this house.
Okay, so why so much concrete?
Well, concrete is really our main focus of this house. You can notice that the floors are concrete, the walls are concrete, the roof is concrete, even the countertops are concrete. So we wanted to continue the idea of concrete throughout. Why? We have so many different reasons. One, it's fast in construction and assembly. This house is made of 23 precast insulated concrete panels that were shipped on site and put together in about 48 hours. The whole house actually weighs about 500,000 pounds. Yeah, interesting fact that it's actually heavier than all of the other houses in the competition combined.
The bathroom here at the New Jersey home has a kind of industrial look to it, institutional sort of look. The walls are white, nice looking fixtures, but the concrete just is not the most homey of substances. The bedroom is spacious, but the concrete floors really aren't my cup of tea. Purdue University's home took second place overall in the competition. Purdue University's home has a very traditional cottage look. I think it's really cute.
Our house is a very traditional home, so the idea was for us to be able to go and showcase people that these houses are not only whenever you're being traditional, but you can also be net zero as well. So everything inside of our house is commercially available, and that was the idea that we had. Whenever you go in, you can look at things like our triple pane windows or our monitoring system and say, I can maybe retrofit my house with this stuff.
Here's the living room inside the Purdue University home. Looks very comfortable, very airy, lots of light with the cathedral ceilings and the big windows. Okay, so this is what now?
This is our bio wall. It's basically a plant wall that serves as an air filter for the return on the air conditioning system. As air flows across this heartleaf philodendron, it will consume and absorb oxygen as well as volatile organic compounds in the air, such as formaldehyde or that new paint smell, that new car smell, and provide oxygen, which then goes up through a return duct and then gets routed back to the air conditioning system and throughout the home.
Really nice kitchen counter. Stove area. Very spacious and attractive bathroom here at the Purdue University home. One of the bedrooms here in the Purdue University home. They've got it rigged up as an office. Very nice. Again, high ceilings. I like the ceiling fan. And this is the other bedroom, clearly the master bedroom at the Purdue University home. Very nicely spacious. These solar homes have very impressive mechanicals. This is inside the Purdue University home. Lots of devices and technology to store, preserve, recycle the heat and energy.
So we have 36 240 watt panels on the roof. That's an 8.64 kilowatt system. So the power comes down from the roof in DC voltage to our inverter here, which changes that over to AC, 240 volt AC. That's standard that you get from the power company. So then we're able to take that power, backfeed it into our breaker box, and then use that power in the house.
Now, as cloudy as it's been, and it's been really miserable this September here in DC, how well has it been generating?
We haven't been doing so great with the rain lately, but over the past few days we've had some sun, and we do believe we're going to break even.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, the Purdue University home here behind me wins the overall footprint design for a home. I think it's just absolutely adorable with its traditional American look. I like the wide porch. And if I were to actually have a house and have my neighbors come by and look at it from the curb, I think that's the house that I'd like.